Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So UTEP's offense will have the first possession of the game. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. That is what we call in the industry a rather inauspicious start.
No doubt, Reese. And just the quarterback and his receiver not on the same page on that throw. You're trying to come out in the game. You're trying to set the tone. That is not how this offense envisioned this game opening up.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Herd!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To the air, it's Locklear. Dances away from the heat. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Give to the running back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. At the 45 on its way. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And the Miners in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one you'd like to have back.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Locklear. Snags it over the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Pocket starts to collapse. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Running it back, it's Odom. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Out, Jesse, they had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Locklear. Makes his connection. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. From the gun, to give, looking for room. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Odom. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They'll go to the ground.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12.
Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Miners line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miners!
Number 15.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Braxton. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick strike complete. Hey, midfield, he's got room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
One of the things I love about bootlegs as a former quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. And that time, everybody covered in the back end, but no one there accounting for the quarterback. So go get as many yards as you can. Nice job.
He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Tackle was made after the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Marshall! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Maurice, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here comes the offense on second down. He'll try to pop the draw. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. To the ground to try to move the chains. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Extending the play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is four-down territory. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Some heat on that completion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
With the catch, it's Jackson. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
From the gun on third down. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
That makes the score Marshall 14, UTEP 12.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. To throw, it's Braxton. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion